So number one, we got to make sure that we are doing PEMDAS. Okay, so first thing, parentheses, second thing, exponents, third thing, multiplication, division, fourth thing, addition, subtraction, and this is left to right, like this. Okay, so I know I told you not to skip steps, but I didn't give myself enough room, so we're just going to do what's in this parentheses first. Go left to right. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So we'd have 3 times 5 minus 4. And we're going to do what's in this parentheses. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So 4 times 1 plus 4 squared. So I just did, like 4 steps in one? That's fine. Teach you a little bit of that. So 4 squared. Okay, that's the next thing is exponents right here. Did the parentheses, now we're in exponents. This is 4 times 4, which is 16. So 4 squared equals 16. Right there. Okay, so we go 3 times 5 minus 4 times 1 plus 16. Okay, now we're going to do that math. 3 times 5 is 15. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 16. Yeah? 15 minus 4 is 11 plus 16. 11 plus 16 is 27. Good job. Okay, next one. We've got 5. Find the multiples of 5 and 8. Okay, so 5. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Of 8. 8 times 1 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 24, 32. 8 times 5 is 40. 48, 56, 64. And that it can just keep going, right? So that's how you find multiples. Okay, multiples. But now what we need to do is we're going to take some notes now. So draw a line here. And the question is, what is a product? What is a product? What is a product? A product is the answer to a multiplication problem. The answer to a multiplication problem. Okay? So my next question is, what is a factor? I'm going to give you some time to write that down. Okay. A factor is any of the numbers that when multiplied together form a product. We already defined product. So go ahead and write those down. Okay, we're going to do factors And it's basically all the numbers that will multiply to get a certain number. So we'll go, let's do 4, let's do 5, let's do 6, let's do 8, and 12. So go ahead and write those down. Okay, so we've got 1 times 4, so 1 and 4. And then 2 times 2, and that's it. Those are all the factors of 4. Okay? Now, we've got 1 times 5. Now it's got to be whole numbers, right? So 2 times nothing, 3 times nothing, 4. So this is called a prime number. A prime number, because it can only, its factors are only 1 and itself. So right here we've got factors of 1 and itself. That's a prime number. So numbers like 3, 5, 7, 13, 17, those are numbers that can only be multiplied by 1 and itself. Those are called prime numbers. Okay, so let's do 6. We'll start with 1 and 6. 1 times 6, 6. 2 times 3. And that's it, because you can do 3 times 2 or 2 times 3 and 6 times 1 or 1 times 6. That's all the factors for 6. Okay, 8. You got 1 and 8, 2 and 4. So 1 times 8 is 8, 2 times 4 is 8, and that's it. So all those just have either 1 or 2 sets of factors. Okay, now we're going to go to 12 that actually has 3 sets. So we got 1 and 12, 2 times 6, and 3 times 4. 4 times 3, so you don't repeat it. 5 times nothing, because it's 5, 10, 15. 6 times 2, we already got that. Okay, so those are the factors. Okay, so that's how you do factors, is you find the numbers that can multiply to get this product. Okay, what are the numbers that can multiply? So we just go systematically, start at 1 and move ourselves down. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm just going to do it right under here, actually. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to find the greatest common factor. Okay, so we've got 18. So 18 is 1 and 18, 2 and 9, 3 and 6. 24, well, you got 1 times 24, you have 2 times 12, you have 3 times 8, you have 4 times 6. Those are all the factors of 18 and 24. Now, what we're going to do is find the greatest common factor. Okay, so common. So when you have something in common with somebody, like, oh, we both have blue eyes, or we both have brown hair, or we both like basketball. Okay, those are commonalities. So we're going to find common numbers. So we've got 1 and 1 are common. 2 and 2 are common. 3 and 3 are common. 4 is not, because there's no 4 over here. 9 is not, there's no 9 over here. 18 is not, 24 is not, 12 is not, 8 is not, because look, 8, 12, and 24 aren't over here, so they're not common factors, but 6 is, and 6 is the greatest, so common factor. Okay, 6 is the greatest common factor. All right, so go ahead and write that down, give you a couple seconds, and then we're going to go over one more. Okay, now we're going to go over one more. I'm going to do a little bit more we just did 18, right? So we're going to find the greatest common factor. Scoot my page down. Greatest common factor of 18 and 30. Okay, so we just did 18, right? We just did it. 1 and 18, 2 and 9, 3 and 6. We know that. We just did it. Okay, but what are the factors of 30? Well, you've got 1 times 30 is 30. 2 times 15 is 30. 3 times 10 is 30. And then our last one is 5 times 6 is 30. Okay, 4 is not, because 4 times 7 is 28. 4 times 4 times 7 is 28. 4 times 8 is 32. So it skips 30. Okay, so here it is. We find the common factors. Well, 30 is not a common factor because it's not over here. 15, not a common factor, it's not over here. 10, not a common factor, it's not over here. So 9 and 18 aren't either. 5 is not. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 6. So our greatest common factor equals 6. Right there. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. I'm going to break you into some breakout rooms where you are going to be with a couple partners, and you're going to work on 2 problems and try your very best to get them done, okay, with your group, okay? So write these down. We got 1, we got 2, okay? So we're going to go 40, 48, and then we're going to go 60, 72. So find all the factors of those numbers, okay? And you're going to find the greatest common factor. I'll call you back in a few minutes. In your groups, get started on your marks. Get set. Go.